Get inspired by seeing fellow heroes apply AHK in everyday wins. The shared stories alone make membership a no-brainer. Score 3 hours of weekly Zoom magic, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday, with live lessons, pro tips, and one-on-one fixes to supercharge your skills. Irfan, do you want to look at the using the some of these examples of the double backslash, floor, seal, round, just some math, bit general math. Actually, I see log. We talked about using logs with the
Okay, so
graphs.
we can try those in our HK editor. So
Sure.
let me grab the seal first. So we have these mathematical functions that start from ABS seal. So ABS will return absolute number. So if we just give it a like negative number, mostly I use it for negative number to convert them into a positive. So if I copy that into, where's our editor? Okay, so there's no toolbar because of this. Okay. So if I do a message box here, I'll put some number here, minus 1.2. And if I should give me a positive number. And the other one is CO. It will just round down. So if it is 1.5, I think there's still one. If it is 1.9,
Want to zoom in a little there, Irfan? Thanks.
it is still minus one. So seal is kind of a round down. And the second one is exponential, I think.
Yeah, why don't you jump to floor next, just because it's
Yeah, this is, I never used it. So floor is giving me 2. It is
yeah.
kind of a round up, but it will not do a decimal. So it will
Well,
just a number.
this is where I remember from, I think it was a Python class I was taking, and they were talking about if you're shipping boxes and you have a certain number of trucks, you can't have a 1.5 number of trucks. You need at least one trucks or two trucks. Like there's no in between. So that's when you'd use a floor, is to say, okay, I need to go up to the next overall in the what's it called? Integer?
Yeah, integer. So it converts into an integer and log. I never use the log. It is for logarithm.
Yeah. Yeah. When you have numbers like a earthquake, right, that are on very different scales using logs. It's also for transforming data, which I used to do a ton in data science. But that's why you're doing it, is it'll transform your data to where they're big differences are very similar. They're on the same quote unquote scale, even though every time you increment one, it goes up 100 times, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But it allows you, that's why earthquakes, it's so misleading when you're like, oh, it was only a 5.5 versus a 6.5 or a 7.5. It's so much more powerful, but honestly, I don't think they should be used because it's misleading. The human brain doesn't do a good job on that.
So this is natural logarithm. I never heard of this one. So max. So I give it 2 values, 10 or 5. It will always give me the maximum value. And minimum will do the opposite. And the mod. So mod, I use it for loop. I use them in loops. So if I want to count every second of the loop or every third or every fifth. So for example, loop and message box a index. So I want this message box every second loop. So I would do if mod. So I would put dividend, it's just 2, and I put divisor. Most of the time I forget which should be the dividend and which should be the divisor. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can change it to like 5, so it will be every fifth.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the snippets I have where it's very handy. Actually, let me see. Is my no my I think my example is still a V1 example.
Okay. That'll help.
No, well it's yeah, anyway. It's really the same thing though, but it
Oh, so I have to do a condition.
that is yeah, there you go. That is what mine is right there. Now you're cooking with gas. Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
So
30, 35.
we talked about earlier how some things, you know, are more they take more resources. That actually putting up tooltips can really slow down your script, right? So what you might do and change that to a tooltip with a sleep, Irfan. Um, if you're running over a lot of stuff, many thousands of things, you know, maybe what you do is you use the mod code to only update the tooltip once every 100, right? Or every 1,000. And that way you're not eating up resources where it's showing you these crazy numbers, right? But you still get an idea of where you are in the process. Because surprisingly, anytime you're working with a GUI, it's amazing how much resources they take up.
Okay, so tooltip index. Tooltip. I missed the T. Yeah. So you can see that the tooltip is
Oh.
there. My loop is going very fast and it's ended. So I would not like to show up my tooltip for every one of the loops, so I can skip some tooltips. So I would have every 500 rows or maybe index, then I would show my tooltip. Round, everyone knows this round function. It will round up. So there's no round down in AutoHotkey, and I was like, why? And yeah, then I found out that you have see it. Okay. Here we put number message box. I can put 1.6, and I need notes. And then if I run this, so it give me okay, so 0007. So 7 is not rounded up. Now it will do 61.
And by the way, just FYI, if it comes up, if you're grabbing an item out of like Excel, and you get these crazy digits, right? You can instead of getting the value, if you change it to dot text at the end to dot instead of dot value to dot text, it'll give you actually does it give you any decimals, Irfan? I don't quite remember, or if it just gives you.
I think it will give you what's inside the text. So I
Oh,
can
okay.
create an example for that very quickly. So for example, I have this ABCD in there. I would do Excel is equal to com object Excel application obj active I have to do, I think.
See, this is where you should have an Excel snippet, because yeah, with a hot string, right, or have it in prompt assistant.
Yeah, I haven't prompt assistant, but I'm sorry for that. Message box. And if I run that and I select the active, so let me do
Right.
this. 0.0123 4 like that. And here I should do a number. So decimals are not visible in here. And when I do a message box, you will see that I got the decimals in there. But I just want the text, what is visible. So when I run this, I will just get the text. So it is very handy
Well,
to
change
utilize
it
it.
what's visible. Change your format of the cell to be add a decimal.
I can change it to
No,
date.
just insert the decimal.
Oh, okay. Decimal is already in
Oh,
there.
no, no. Go
Sorry,
up near the number, increase your decimal, hit Control D.
Control D.
On the cell, no, Control 1. I'm sorry. I'm thinking in Word.
Okay, Control 1.
Yeah. Now show another decimal. 1, just 1.
Okay.
Now, what do you get if you rerun that on that cell?
I get what is this?
So see
What
that,
is visible?
yeah, that's what I was
So,
thinking it might do.
so
Yeah,
for example, if a few people are confused with the dates, so 16/12/2025. So this is my date. So if I try to get the value, I will be given this Excel number. This is not date. I'm going a well. Okay. If I do F2, so maybe my separator are different for dates. That's something. Okay. If I change it to show date and then run it. I remember we used to get values in there. And then we have to get the text to get the date. But it is same every time. Let me change it again and run it.
that's all right. We're kind of drifting away from the point of, but I just wanted to bring up that, like, depending on where you're getting it from, there might be an easier way to get the format you want, depending on your source.
Mhm. So that was the round, and then we have a square root. So if someone wanna do square root, so I have some number. So so if I do a square root, it will give me 65536.0. It should not give me a decimal number, but yeah, it is giving me a decimal. I don't know why. So this is the square root working fine. Then there is a sine cos. I don't
Yeah,
know,
we don't have
someone
to go
doing
into those.
trigonometry.
Yeah, those are so rarely. I mean, if you're
Yeah.
doing GDI or something, you might have those, but
Yeah, with GDI, we might need those to create sine rows, something like that. Uh,
all right.
okay.
Good job, my friend. Let me tap into over 466 plus hours of AHK video gold, including fresh clips like this, for any time learning that fits your schedule. Members enjoy a sweet 25% discount on everything we offer, from in-depth courses to ready-made scripts and pro services.